will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Right side to Watson, finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Up the middle, Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And the Rams at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Going right back to Akers. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Far. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
59!
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Rams 0.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And Watson has it right side. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Now Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Far. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw on 2nd down. Far. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a comfort for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down. Monday.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Let's go now.
Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. If you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McCann now for the extra point.
And it's 21-3.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 21, Rams 3. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On third down, far.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, far. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine me.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. McCann for the point after.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 28, Rams 3. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
59!
Throwing is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, set.
Off-play action. Far. He finds Watson. It's caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Packers.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Far.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
No, no.
Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McCann now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
McCann's got it teed up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And his first throw here is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing. Love. He's got a man. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Let's go. Ultra.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Ready.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Far. Fighting through pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's another Rams first down.
On 1st and 10, Love.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch out, 52. Blue striker. Ready.
Love now.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
17 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To the air again, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, reach. Reach down. Ready.
Here's Love. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake This is caught out in the left flat, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Check match. Check match. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were booked.
I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong, like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down.